Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Free Banter and Insights. Since the international break is on, we thought why don't we mix it up this time? And why don't we talk about uh, England as a team which will be represented in the World Cup next year? And one of the most significant changes that happened with England was the change of their manager. So Thomas Tuchel has joined in. He has managed 7 games so far, and the results have been rather good. But putting in context, I wanted to understand Manan and Varun's views of how they see the management of Tuchel, which players are getting more game time, which players are being left out, and how the squad is shaping up. So, Manan, why don't you start with this? Is it possible for you to share your screen and show us the results of Tuchel?
The results or the squad?
The results first, so that we know exactly where they have done what. Let me just find out online as well. Okay, so, okay, I'll just read it out. There is no direct link. Wait.
It should be on Wikipedia. I'm opening it once.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Tuchel, England against Tuchel, they've played 7 games, won six and lost one.
Okay. Which were the games? What were the score lines?
That I'll need to find
Okay,
Wikipedia
let
page.
me let me let me do it 1 second.
So he joined before the Albania game, right? So
Let me
Albania
just.
game was his first match.
I'm assuming so, but let me just fact check it as well. I'm actually going on the official England football website, which I've never done before. Okay, yes. So his first game was England versus Albania at home. England
Correct.
won 2-0. The second one was England versus Latvia at home. England won 3-0. Then there was a gap of 3 months. There was a European qualifier away at Andorra, which England won 1-0. There was an international friendly, which England lost at home to Senegal 3-1. Then again in the European qualifier, they defeated Andorra 2-0 at home this time. They defeated Serbia 5-0 away from home in September. And again in October now, they have defeated Wales 3-0 in a friendly. So all the qualifiers he has won, he has lost one friendly and won one friendly so far.
Correct.
And if we go by the teams, I think the best would be to start off with the latest team, I would say, which won final away to Serbia because the
That
friendly,
was last window. That was
yes,
not the present window.
yeah, but do you want to look at friendlies as a benchmark?
No, but this window is not friendlies. No? This window is still the World Cup qualification that's happening.
नहीं यार जो
So
9
that was
अक्टूबर को
the
हुआ था that was a friendly.
yeah, that was a friendly.
Okay.
So nine
I,
yeah, so that was a friendly versus Wales. It was the friendly.
correct.
Yeah.
And if we look at the team before which he had picked, the one which won 5-0 against Serbia. So Pickford started in goal. Anyways, I'm not a big fan of Pickford at all. James at right back, Konsa and Gehi centre back, Livramento left back, Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice as a double pivot, Morgan Rogers as a number 10, Gordon on the left, Madueke on the right, and Harry Kane up top. And with substitutions, he got in Henderson, Spence, Rashford, Bowen, and Watkins, and Rashford scored a goal along with Gehi, Kane, Madueke, and Konsa. And
See,
if, yeah,
overall the kind of fixtures that he has had, right? The 7 fixtures, I would say none of the games were very difficult.
true,
All of these games were easily winnable for England and the kind of squad that they have. So I don't
correct.
think the real test for Tuchel has even started so far. So Even the friendlies that they are playing, Senegal was not something that they should have lost. And then I even feel Wales is not that strong a team. So, I mean, yeah, 5 out of 5 wins for the qualifiers, uh, and then yeah, winning one warm up match and losing one. I think it's a fair thing. It's just that none of the teams are very strong.
I think the main way to dissect will be the squad that he is picking for the games. And Ismay, what changes would you actually look at? I think Manan had some very good points regarding some players which have not been utilized much. So, Manan, why don't you take this?
Yeah, I'm actually just compiling a list of like the first squad, the September squad, and the October squad. Give me 1 second.
I mean, the only standout person who has been missing from this squad is
Is
Varun is creating some mystery over here.
क्या बोल रहा है?
You forgot to then name the player who you think is
अरे the
missing.
Bellingham guy यार, the Bellingham guy, the Madrid guy.
He was injured for a while, to be honest.
And then other one is Foden. That's it. Those are the only two players who are I see who are
no,
not there in
Trent
the
is
squad at
missing.
least.
Like for example, Trent is missing.
But Trent was also
Trent,
injured, yeah. Trent got injured in the first Champions League game, and since then he's not even started for Madrid.
So just 1 second. I have
yeah.
this
So Foden
ready.
and Bellingham, and which maybe Bellingham, as you're saying, was injured for a long time. So apart
So
from
let me
that, I
share my
feel
screen.
Yeah.
yes, do that.
See, one name which I really don't like in this team is Pickford, honestly. Like, I don't
I
see
swear.
England winning something with Pickford in goal. And if you
Yeah.
look at the quality they have on the bench with the likes of Dean Henderson, I think Dean Henderson is a much, much better shout out than Pickford for sure.
Hmm.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yes, but can you expand it a little bit? Zoom in. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So if you see the squad, like goalkeepers are fairly consistent.
Hmm.
Yeah, but wait, so if we go under goalkeepers options, if
Hmm.
we can again go up top. So Trafford is a great number two. Henderson can be a great number one, and Ramsdale is like a good third choice. I really don't think Pickford should be there.
No, I think Pickford has never failed England. Like he has always performed exceptionally for the team, and he is doing very well for Everton also. So I don't know where this criticism for Pickford is coming from. Of
He
course,
always
Henderson
has
is
some
another
mistakes.
excellent
Yeah.
option, but I mean Pickford has done literally nothing wrong and everything right.
So okay, the fact stems from the thinking that in an international tournament, it's going to be very fine margins. And in those fine margins, you would rather have solidity rather than a maverick. And in this specific case with Pickford, you always know there's a mistake in him somewhere. It can
But
be a obvious mistake or it can be a non-obvious mistake. Like
but if
let's
you
say,
see like the record of England finalists in semi-finalists in 2018 in the World Cup. I think they were finalists in the Euro 2021. Then they were in the quarterfinals or semifinals in 22 World Cup. and again finalists in Euro last year. And Pickford has not made a single mistake across all these four tournaments. So, like, I don't see him as an eccentric keeper. I think he's very solid and safe, and like he's fairly decent with ball at his feet also. So I don't see any eccentricity there.
Hmm.
Maybe that's a
But does he
perception
give
based
you that
on what.
confidence? I
Yeah.
don't know. I would kind of move a little bit in the direction of what UV is saying, that he doesn't give me the confidence. Basically, that okay, if you are 1-0 leading in a crunch semi-final, and there are like you're playing against someone like France or Argentina or something, someone like that, will he be the person who brings out that massive save?
So
So that
I'm asking you, why he not giving you the confidence?
Again,
There
from
has to
what,
be something to back
from
it up, now.
see the
from what?
prob
Yeah,
the,
go ahead.
for me is like, see, I don't just see him for playing him for England, right? I see him playing in the Premier League as well. And when you look at the Premier League, you see him making a lot of mistakes as well in the Premier League. So that's the reason why I feel ki, this uncertainty can easily spread to the national team when they're defending. और कुछ नहीं, I just see कि मतलब he's a little volatile in terms of his performance.
Let me ask you a question, Manan. Would you take Pickford to be the first choice United goalkeeper? I would not rate him over Sanchez also.
No, like I think if last season at the beginning of the season, if we would have got the chance to have Pickford, I would have taken him for sure. Now, even this season, if let's say instead of Lamins, if we got Pickford, I would be happy with it. So, like I think Pickford shades Trafford and Ramsdale both very easily. Henderson is a very strong competitor, but like Pickford has been in the goal for the past 7 years and has been very stable behind the defense, like making no mistakes. So I don't see a reason to change Pickford in this lineup.
Chalo, we can agree to disagree on this and then move to
Yes.
the defenders.
Yeah. So the point about Trent that I was making, like if you see in the first squad also, Trent is not featuring. So there is something clearly that's happening with Trent that Tuchel doesn't like, and probably the lack of defensive nows, which he doesn't like, and that's why he's not here.
But if you ask me, would I pick Trent or would I pick James? I would actually pick James over Trent, yeah.
Yeah, any day. But the fact is that James is always a risk of injury, so you need a second very good right back. And
Hmm.
according to me, that should be Ben White if he can convince him to come back.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Yeah, you are right. Ben White is not picked in this lineup as well.
But Ben White is not even playing for Arsenal now.
Yeah, but if
But
I actually look
that's
at it, that's down to Timber rather than Ben
yeah.
White.
For whatever reason,
Timber
but
has
there's
been
no
in
game
crazy
time.
form.
Yeah, but there's no game time. So on what basis do you select? Like, for example, Trafford also being selected for me was a surprise because there's no game time at City. The same applies to Ben
Trafford
White. Like,
initially there was, then after Donnarumma came in,
but
then
it's been a month now.
yeah, उसके पहले तो था ही ना, उसके पहले he was
Uh,
the first choice, and
So
Trent as well.
who is backup to James in this lineup?
Konsa.
I don't like
Okay.
Konsa at all.
I don't like Konsa as well. That's why, like, I
Yeah.
think Trent. The problem
Actually,
with Trent is that there
I'll
is
give
so
you
much
another,
noise around him if
or I'll
Trent
give you
is not
another
playing.
name. I'll give you another name which is actually equivalent, which is Livramento. People don't
Hmm.
rate him that highly right now, but trust me, he's a
Uh,
very good, solid right back.
yeah. And he can play on the left also. No, I'm happy with Livramento. I think he's a good shout. Like इसमें से I would take out Konsa, I would take out Konsa, and probably Spence also.
Anyone who sounds like Konsa, Manan doesn't like. Spence
but
actually
yeah.
isn't bad. Huh? Spence ko thoda bahut I've seen. He's not that
Hmm.
bad.
Hmm.
He has that raw athleticism and he does his job well actually.
This defense is not very strong.
See, Walker firstly should not be there. Konsa should not be there. Livramento can be a good backup. Luis Kelly, if he was starting at Arsenal or he was more regular at Arsenal, I think he would be a short shout out for sure. James for sure, Gehi for sure. Colville now he's out with an ACL, so he's gone. Bourne is a great squad person, 6'7", good in the
Hmm.
air, can help close out games. On the other side, Spence can be
Who
a good
is
backup.
who is your starting four in this?
I think there are people missing from this, honestly. Like maybe we are missing people or Tuchel
Who's
is.
missing?
We'll have to think about it, yeah. Like कोई ना कोई तो
Because
replacement
Tuchel,
चाहिए.
नहीं see जैसे ट्रेंट मेरे को एक ध्यान आ रहा है. जैसे Tuchel has said that like Livramento एक ध्यान आ रहा है. There's Lewis Hall from Newcastle
Lewis
who's a
Hall is good.
pretty good, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty good left back, right?
yeah.
But Tuchel has pretty much
Tyreek
selected
Mitchell.
this squad for 2 windows together, like September and October. The only difference was Saka and Madueke who are not there because of injury. Baki Sara squad same है. So he's trusting this set of players, right?
To, in this, who will be your like the starting four at the back?
In this, there it will be James, Gehi, Stones, and Spence.
Skelly, yeah. Skelly has to start.
Skelly is not playing for Arsenal. How can he start for England? गेम
मतलब
टाइम ही नहीं है ना.
I think over a period
But
of time he will get it.
मतलब
Manan,
प्रेजेंट की
Manan,
बात
when
कर
you
रहे
are
हैं ना.
saying game time nahi hai, but the thing is that there are
हाँ.
so many games in the season.
हम्म.
So Ben White and Skelly are both playing cup games, and there are so
हम्म.
many cup games happening that that's also a pretty big chunk of game time that these guys are getting. It's not as if they are not getting game time.
No, so as of today, what I'm saying is that out of these like 8 defenders, that's my starting four.
So I'll tell you some names who, according to me, should be there in the squad. I would say Brathwaite, if he is fit, should be there for sure.
Instead of.
He can come in front of Konsa also, to be honest. He can
Mhm.
come in place of, let's say, both the Konsas, like you said. I don't rate either of them too much.
So Urzi Konsa needs to be there because like the Aston Villa guy because he's the right back backup. तो अगर उसको निकाल रहे तो फिर एक दूसरा राइट बैक का बैकअप होना चाहिए.
Okay.
I think then Ben White is a better player than him
Hmm.
in that
Hmm.
right back position
Hmm.
as a backup.
100%.
And then ये फॉर मी आई जस्ट फील कि ये डिफेंस में इतना कुछ मेरे को स्ट्रेंथ नहीं लग रहा है जैसे द ओल्ड इंग्लिश डिफेंस यूज्ड टू बी लाइक.
Yeah. I think that always happens with England. They produce excellent players in the same position, and then I would actually not be opposed to giving Chaloba a chance, at least in the squad,
लेकिन तू निकालेगा किसको?
because Chaloba can play better than Konsa. I feel he also does the right centre back role.
No, yeah.
Like if you ask me Konsa or Chaloba for Chelsea, I would pick Chaloba.
I think like for me, I would replace like let's say Ben White with Kwanzaa, and I would get in Livramento instead of Spence, and I would replace Konsa with Trent. Like these are the changes I would make in this squad.
Yeah, Trent at least in the squad is not a problem
Yeah.
here. I definitely agree with that. He can
Mm.
unlock the doors as well. Forget about pure play defending. If
Yeah.
you are in
Agree.
a position where you need a goal, he is a very
Yeah.
good guy to have in the
Mm.
team.
Mm.
So that is a
See,
no-brainer for
it's
sure.
you need to prepare for different situations, right? A situation where
Mm.
you are down by a goal, last 10 minutes of the game. you bring someone as Trent to kind of
Hmm.
go and deliver those crosses, free kicks, like all of those things. So Trent, I think, yeah, you're right. Like he's a good player to have in the squad at least. Depending
Hmm.
on the situation, can be used accordingly.
The problem I have with Trent or like any big brand player sitting on the bench is that there is so much noise around it from the media that can affect the harmony in the squad.
Fair enough, but so let's move to the midfielders and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see the present squad, like I will just list down some names. Uh,
If Bellingham is fit, Manan, he will start. There is no way Bellingham is not starting in the Tuchel team.
so a lot of the news that I'm like listening to about Bellingham is that Tuchel doesn't like his attitude so much.
Much.
Huh. Because apparently, even in the last Euros in 2024, like there were members of the squad who did not like Bellingham's attitude, and Tuchel has actually made comments about Bellingham's attitude a couple of times in during his tenure as the English manager. So that is one thing that has come out. Maybe it's making a mountain of a molehill by the media again, but ये सारी चीजें सुनने में आ रही है.
See, actually a very simple thing in midfield. Yeah, you've got Rice, who is England's premier midfielder. He has to
Hmm.
start.
Hmm.
You've got Bellingham, who is possibly one of the best midfielders in the world. He
Hmm.
has to start.
Hmm.
And you have to see whether you add more steel to it or you add more flair to it.
Hmm.
So either someone like an Elliot Anderson or someone like let's say, I don't know, whether you want to put Wharton or someone, I don't know. But
Hmm.
I don't see Henderson. Like Henderson has been a surprise. I don't see him really like. I understand the experience point of view, but I don't see him in that. Instead, अगर experience ही चाहिए तो I would have picked Milner instead. He will give a
Yeah, I
better.
think it's more leadership than
Yeah.
experience. Henderson को शायद leadership के लिए वो ले रहा है.
Do you
Because
think
I
that he's preferring Palmer over Bellingham in the same role?
no. So the way he plays, right? Palmer would be a bit more upfront. Like he would play with a two-man midfield at least. So he needs both. So Bellingham can actually play in midfield, right? Palmer cannot play in midfield.
hmm.
Palmer will play as an attacking midfielder or inside right, inside left. So
So when you are looking at the formation, you are looking at 4-2-3-1.
Yes,
ideally,
yes,
yes.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
now you are picking for only the two spots, right? Then,
Yes. So वहाँ पे इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ there's no it's a no-brainer, right? You have
but you
100%
think that the Bellingham will be playing in the double pivot?
No,
ideally,
no,
yes.
no, 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 no.
Ideally.
Bellingham will play
No
10 for
chance.
sure.
Yeah.
Hundred
He's
percent
not playing the
Bellingham will play
double
10.
pivot.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he will play the Bellingham play number 10. For number 10,
yeah,
he has option of Palmer, Bellingham, and Foden. So there are
हाँ,
three options for that number 10.
yeah. एजे भी है.
And Edge.
हाँ. Roger. So in the past two games, like the last window and this window, जो एक friendly हुई है Wales के साथ, Morgan Rogers has played against Serbia. Also, Morgan Rogers played in number 10, and he was
Yeah.
really good.
Rogers is a good player.
Although, yeah. So they have various options. Bellingham is not playing in the midfield too for sure. So like that's Rice and mostly Elliot Anderson, um, who will be the midfield too.
Who
But
is
you
the
see, like
backup to these two?
who's the backup to these two? I think that's where you have Henderson and Loftus Cheek,
Okay.
I would
which are
say
not very inspiring
Wharton.
options at all.
Yeah. Adam Wharton can actually get a shoe in for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
माइनू को तो चांस नहीं मिलेगा यार. I
हाँ
doubt it.
नहीं मतलब मैंने सिर्फ लिखा है कि जो नेम्स हैं उसमें से कौन से नहीं है इसमें. Like for
Got it.
example,
So
I would.
basically, so there are four players where Rice and Anderson are the starters, and then you're saying Henderson and probably Loftus Cheek are the backup players.
Hmm.
Okay, fair
So for
enough.
me, I
So
would
and
take
then
out both of them and I would bring in Wharton and another guy. I can't figure out whom.
hmm, yeah. So this is another, like, the backups over here are also not that great, basically.
Hmm. Like if Menu was playing regularly, I would put him as a shoe in, but he's not playing at all, like barely 5-10 minutes a game, so he doesn't get an opportunity.
Correct, correct. You are right. Menu
Hmm.
technically would have been good for this backup role for these
Yes.
two.
Yes.
यहाँ पे we have not mentioned Gallagher. If he
Oh
starts
yes.
getting on a roll, he would be a shoe-in as well.
Huh.
So
Like I
why is
think
he
Gallagher
not?
can
Why
be
is
an option.
Tuchel not picking him?
Not sure.
But he's not starting every game for Atletico anyway, right? Gallagher.
He started last two at least,
Acha.
but every game for sure, nahi.
Hmm.
And then number 10, we have a lot of options, basically.
Hmm. Number 10,
Basically,
you
we
have
have,
like
That
रॉजर्स
yeah,
है,
you will,
गिब्स वाइट है, बेलिंगम है, ऑफ कोर्स पामर है, फोर्डन है.
yeah. So I don't think he will pick both Gibbs White and Rogers.
Hmm.
They will be replaced by Bellingham and Foden, basically.
So I think Rogers रहेगा and Bellingham will replace Gibbs White, and
हाँ
then
तो मैं वही बोल रहा
Palmer
था. So
and Foden. Like Palmer will replace someone from the forwards.
okay,
That's what I see happening.
नहीं
नीचे
तो
जा,
उसको
forwards में जा. Okay, so Eze you have put here in the forwards this time.
This is where the English team classified them. जब उनकी list आई
Okay,
थी. हाँ.
okay. Okay, so I don't think Bowen will be picked ahead of Bellingham and
Yeah.
Foden.
हाँ.
So I think
So
Bowen and this one will go, Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. हाँ.
उसकी उसकी जगह there will be Bellingham and
Palmer.
Foden.
I think Palmer will
Bellingham
come
and
in.
Palmer,
Foden
and then
will miss out.
Foden will come instead of Gordon, I guess. Then
नहीं यार, Gordon plays on the left, like he gives space and stuff. So left पे उनके पास option है Gordon और Rashford का. Maybe Eze
Eze.
also.
Eze
हाँ.
would be a better option.
हाँ.
yeah,
Like right
Honestly,
के लिए you have Saka and Palmer.
even I would say, see, Palmer is someone who can play any position. If given a choice that Saka is fully fit, I don't. If he wants to be a little more attacking, he should play Palmer on the left. Palmer can literally play any position up front, and he'll do a much better job than any, you know, decent player. But again, given Palmer should be fit as well.
No, but I don't
yeah.
think he's going
There
to
are
play
so
on the
many players whom I would not pick. Yeah, like Rashford, I will never pick. Right,
नहीं, but
Rashford, Bowen.
World Cup year, Rashford really steps up.
left.
So
Yeah.
World Cup year he steps up. Now he doesn't step up for the World Cup.
No, in
There
the
are so
World
many
Cup
better
also he
options on the
performs
left.
well.
Yeah,
Rashford you can include according to me.
Yeah.
Either Solanke or Watkins, one of them, or possibly Delap if he gets fit. He can be a
what are
good.
your what are your two best options on the left?
I would say Eze has to be there, and I
Yeah.
would
And who's
say
the
either
second one?
Gordon
I
or
will say Eze and Rashford.
Rashford. नहीं यार, he will not contribute defensively. That won't work for Tuchel.
But he started all Tuchel games.
Yeah, but you
And
see
he's
when
performed.
no. But the thing is, once the things get
Main
serious,
players
right?
return.
Hey, not only that, once you are playing against better teams, he will not risk that defensive.
Hmm.
When you're playing against Serbia, when you're playing against Andorra, Albania, ये सब में चलेगा. It won't make a difference.
तो इस स्क्वाड में आई थिंक बोवन जाएगा
Bowen तो
एंड
नहीं
गिब्स
रहेगा यार.
वाइट जाएगा एंड उसकी जगह पामर और बेलिंगम आएंगे. आई थिंक फोर्डन विल मिस आउट. आई डोंट सी
No
हिम
chance.
गेटिंग.
No chance.
No
He has.
chance, buddy.
वेयर डू
No
यू अरे
chance.
किसकी जगह खेलेगा वो?
मतलब
Rashford.
he will be there. He will be there in the squad for sure.
हाँ, बट whom will he replace?
Yeah,
See,
possibly
there are like
Rashford.
lot of see there are a lot of injury issues as well, right? Now Bellingham is
Forget
fit, Foden
injuries,
is
na.
fit.
Like, let us consider that injuries are not there. Let us consider ki everyone is fit. Now you tell me who's going to be
So
replaced.
I'll tell you what. So there are two
Hmm.
options for number 10 in that case. There is
Hmm.
Bellingham and then there is Foden. Correct?
Hmm.
For the right, I will pick two options, Saka or Palmer. Correct?
Hmm.
On the left, I will pick two options, which is Eze and Gordon. And
Hmm.
for striker, I'll pick two options, which is Kane and Watkins. And that is your front eight, basically. Now,
Hmm.
out of these eight people, there's a lot of flexibility. Where
Hmm.
even Palmer can play number 10, Palmer can play left also, if required.
Hmm.
Right? So there is enough flexibility in these eight players to kind of take care of those four positions. I feel
Hmm.
you don't need these half-assed players like Rashford and Bowen and whatever, man, like Gordon ने क्या बोल रहा है क्या बोलते हैं अपना Gibbs White and all that.
So I think it's being very unfair to call like Bowen a half-ass player. I think he's a very
No,
very
he's a very good
dedicated
player.
professional,
Yeah, but
and
He is, but
unfortunately,
not for
yeah,
the option that they already have.
yeah, like, but and I am like 95% certain that Rashford is going to be on that plane if he's playing at the level he's playing at right now, and that's why I feel that okay, maybe then it becomes, for me it becomes between Anthony Gordon and Foden if I'm the manager. And okay, then Foden can go, but then the left wing is a slightly sort of vulnerable position.
You are saying Anthony Gordon and Rashford for the left wing.
I'm saying Eze and Rashford for the left wing, and then Gordon की जगह आप Foden को लेकर जाए.
but
Okay.
just irrespective of the discussion, I really don't see England having a chance next World Cup. Yeah, Spain, Portugal, Argentina,
France,
these guys have massively like crazy squads right now.
I don't think Argentina has such a great squad, but yes, Spain, Portugal, France, these three have really good
No,
squads.
Argentina, अरे यार, just say last year के World Cup winning squad में Alvarez is playing at a different level. Then you have the new kid at Madrid, the Mastantuano. He's gonna have
Ah,
a breakout season. He's already had a good start. Then you have these guys. Like according to me, their biggest weakness would be goalkeeper because again temperamental.
goalkeeper, defense also. So last time when they
See,
won the World Cup, they were so lucky. I mean, for me, it was a little bit set up for Messi to win, to be honest. So,
Dude, the goalkeeper position
uh,
for them is fine because
हाँ,
that
they have
player
Emi
performs in
Martinez, na?
big scale. He
Yeah, yeah,
performs in big games here.
yeah.
नहीं
Emi
यार but
Martinez
वही
is
है
good.
he performs really well at times but he has a tendency जैसे it's one of these things right he will win you that tournament but you can't rely on him every tournament जिस सीजन उसका चल गया उस दिन चल गया so it's a very hit and miss approach for him अभी
No, yeah,
where
he's a
is
big game player. Yeah, even
he is
even for Aston Villa, even for Arsenal, under pressure, he always did well. Like he's that player where like you give him a strong team, so semi-finals, finals, penalties. He's very very good at
Hmm,
penalties.
hmm,
So all
hmm.
of these things will matter. वो जो ग्रुप स्टेज
Agreed.
में एक दो मिस्टेक रहता है that they don't end up being that costly against the smaller teams and all of those things. You are right about that. There is a lack of concentration sometimes, but those mistakes, जो minor mistakes उसकी जो होती है, वो comes under at time where it's not costly at all. So that can be covered up basically. But big game mein you need players like that, like the save he
Hmm.
made in the final in the last minute,
unbelievable yeah
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that is the moments where you win the game.
but what I'm saying Varun is he's had his moment of his career like for me, I don't see him replicating this again in the next World Cup. I think he's reached his peak, and now it's like if you look
Do they
at
have an
this,
option?
we'll have to check.
But yeah, overall, with when it comes to England, you are right that like the squad is at nowhere the same level as few of the other countries. So it is going to be an uphill task. The only thing that can kind of rescue them is their top four players, which is your the wingers, the number 10, and the forward. Where if you have, so I feel that eight positions that they have, the players in those eight positions are actually world class. So Kane is an amazing finisher. He does really well. He can score a goal out of any position. I mean, and any point of the game. Right, good at set pieces. If you ask me, someone like Bellingham, again world class. Saka world class. Palmer world class. Foden world class. Eze and Gordon are very good as well. So these top four, these four positions, they are really
Even
set.
central midfield, they are really good.
Declan Rice is good.
Nice. Yes.
Declan Rice is good. Anderson is good, but they don't have a backup for these positions. That's the problem.
I feel their spine is a little weak, right? If you look at it from, like, again, I'm going back to the same point. Keeper plus two center halves is the weakest among the top 10 teams. Top
Yes,
four teams,
that I
sorry.
agree. Yeah, yeah. The keeper plus defense is the weak point over here.
I don't agree. I think Gehi is world class. I actually rate Pickford highly. I don't understand why you all don't. So I don't see it as a weak point. I think it's a better like keeper plus centre back combination than Argentina. Let's say like
Argentina, we
Argentina is Emi
never,
Martinez and
Manan, who was
Otamendi
playing
and
along with Gehi.
John Stones.
John Stones is no longer that world class, yeah. To John Stones, where is John Stones playing for Man City? Yeah, he's not. Is he starting?
He's come back from injury and he started like the last few games. So let's say
I,
Argentina has Emi Martinez, Christian Romero, and Nicolas Otamendi, and then England
no.
have
हाँ,
So
Otamendi won't be there. कोई और ही था यार.
Argentina
नहीं
defense is not
Otamendi है,
good.
Otamendi है.
No, no, no.
Hmm. Or if Licha comes back, then Licha Martinez plays.
हाँ, Licha was
But
starting.
नहीं
Yeah.
नहीं starting तो Otamendi था. Licha wasn't starting last in the World Cup in 22. Uh,
Are you
but
sure?
even yeah, I'm sure. But even with Licha in there, I will still take England centre back pairing because Christian Romero is so rash. Like he's a red card waiting. He's so good, but he's always a red card waiting. And then Pickford, I feel, is more stable than Emi Martinez for sure.
ठीक है. Fair enough.
Cool. Let's
Where do you
wrap it
see
up,
England
guys.
finishing in the World Cup? Let's say
Only
way
because
too early prediction.
only because of Tuchel, I think they have a chance. Like if they had Southgate on board, if they had someone else on board, they would have no chance.
Ha, to tell me now where they exit the tournament.
Max semi-final. Max.
Yeah, max semi-final.
Hmm.
Depends on the
Yeah,
draw actually, right?
फिर भी अभी you have to just like make a random guess now. Like
Yeah, semis would be maximum.
yeah, yeah. I think for semis final also for them.
Yeah. Cool.
If you go through the Spain and Portugal ka squad, right? Portugal squad suddenly is like insane.
Yeah.
Like it is something like God granted Ronaldo a wish that I will give you all the players you want. Go win yourself the last World Cup.
Hmm. Portuguese
Hmm.
squad is really good. स्पेन का स्क्वाड भी बहुत अच्छा है.
Ronaldo is the
फ्रांस
weakest player in the Portuguese squad.
Weakest तो बिल्कुल नहीं है, but yeah,
या
like not like of course at his age at 41, he will not be, let's say, the most reliable person in the squad, right? I think the entire squad would revolve around Vitinha now.
I mean, it's
But they
about
have like
time they.
crazy options.
Yeah. See, if I feel they kind of, for Portugal's point of view, if they kind of stuck to that mentality where Ronaldo wants to play 90 minutes of every game, I think that will be doing disservice to the national team. In fact, I feel
I don't think they'll do that for sure.
you never know, yaar. Uska ego is too big to kind of be substituted or sit on the bench.
Okay, guys, I'll just read out some of the names, and this is absolutely insane. You've got Diogo Costa, Nuno Mendes, Vitinha. Then you've got Liao, João Neves. You've got Bernardo Silva, who's possibly not even a starter. Ruben
Yeah, he's
Diaz,
not.
Palinha. You've got Rodrigo Mora. You've got Nunez, Kenda. Literally, there is not even a single player from here that we don't know. This is that good a squad now. Who's the manager? I think that is the weakness. Let me check.
Roberto Sanchez is the manager. That is the
Roberto
problem.
Martinez.
Roberto Martinez. Sorry, yeah, the
Oh my
Belgian.
God! No way Roberto Martinez is winning the World Cup, dude. No chance.
Yeah, seriously, that'll be really stupid. I love with a
You guys
squad
are
like this.
right.
But
But
to be
yeah,
fair, we won the Nations League as well against Spain. So yeah.
Hmm. But cool. Let's wrap it up.
Yep.
yeah,
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. Do let us know what you think about the English squad. Who should Tuchel add or remove from this list of players? And we will see you next time. Bye bye.